Good morning. Here I am in my meditation hoodie, having just finished another session, and the same message keeps coming through to me over and over and over again. So I'm going to do my best to share it with you here. So settle in and just let yourself receive this. And if it's for you, then it's for you. A lot of us, a lot of people on the planet who are healing right now and are doing healing work, going to therapy, doing shadow work, going inward, starting to look at relationships and relationship patterns and attachment styles and attachments to things and defense mechanisms. And these are all so wonderful and beautiful. And also, we live in a world of memes and really simplistic sharing and good vibes only, and fuck this person and it's not your fault and this is the reason why you're hurt and all that stuff. And that's okay. It's all okay. But sometimes we forget that our attachments, our defenses, our sadnesses, our hurts, our experiences are not something we're trying to get rid of. And I know that's very counter, especially in the mindfulness and meditation world. There's this goal that so many people feel of: don't have attachments, don't push anything away, and don't cling to anything. And this is something that I practice with myself and for myself. And at the same time, I'm human and you're human. And we came here to be human and to have a human experience. And part of this human experience is having attachments. Part of this human experience is feeling defensive or sad or hurt or even offended. Some of this human experience is wanting to make others wrong so that we can feel right. Some of this human experience is others making us wrong so they can feel right. And then there's a whole dialogue that happens within us around that. It's all part of the experience. And sometimes when things are so simplified to the point where they say, just don't have attachments, just don't push anything away, we can sometimes feel worse because we do have attachments and we also do push things away. And we have defenses, and these things are here for a reason. And it's not always helpful to know why they're here. They're just here. So my practice and what I'm encouraging for you and what keeps coming up for me to share is to go into what is there. Like, I had a moment yesterday where I was thinking about something and I was immediately overcome with a feeling of jealousy. I felt it all the way from my loins up through my heart into my head to where my ears turned all hot and fiery. I had a full body jealous reaction to a thought I was having. And so I stopped and I took a moment and I went all the way into the feeling of jealousy. It's not about the jealousy. It's about feeling the feeling fully. And when I went into the feeling fully of that feeling in my body, it reminded me of all the times I felt this way before. And it brought up that part of me that needed some love, some attention, but to allow myself to feel it fully was really all that it needed. And so when you're feeling even and jealousy is a form of attachment, right? So that's the practice, is to go into the feelings when they come up. And I'll tell you, I didn't immediately go into the feeling. It happened when I was driving. So I was like, when I get home, I'm going to sit down and go back into this feeling. And I did. I was able to go back into the thought and then back into the memory and then back into the feeling in the body and sit with the feeling in the body and let it grow and become really intense until it finally released. And I felt released from it because I allowed it to get big and I allowed it to fill me without pushing it away and without grasping to it. So that's the ironic thing about it, is that, like, jealousy, as the example here, is still an attachment, right? We get jealous because we're attached. So it doesn't matter what we're attached to and all that. It's not about the attachment. So when we're told don't have attachments and don't push anything away, sometimes it can be confusing, right? So that's what keeps coming through over and over and over and over again, is let your feelings come up for you. Let yourself be like a child and have your tantrum and be upset. This happened with me with a friend the other night. I was upset because they were running late and I had to wait for half an hour and I was pissed. I was pissed about it. And I let myself be pissed about it. And fortunately, this is a good friend and there's room for that. There's room for that. And it didn't have to be a big deal, but the point is to feel it, right? Okay, I hope you find that helpful, especially in this world of like our big pains and hurts and our big feelings kind of being reduced down into really simple, like, just do this and it'll go away, right? Or just understand that it's about the other person and it'll go away, but that's not true. It doesn't, knowing these things doesn't make it go away. Feeling the feelings fully allows them to leave on their own. Oh my God. Feeling the feelings fully allows the feelings to leave on their own. Mm-hmm. Okay, sending you so much love. May you stay with yourself today and always.